So I appreciate you for tuning in to the Chris Caden Show. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate you for that. So this may go down in history as the worst day for incels and teenage boys. Andrew Tate has now been officially banned on Facebook and Instagram. Now you may be wondering, why was Andrew Tate banned? Did he violate any guidelines? What was the principle in this fact? Was there something that led into this banning? What really transpired to him being the man on top of the world to being banned in the span of a week or so? You know what I mean? And I'm gonna dig deeper into that. But before I dig deeper into that, if this is your first time watching me, maybe after the content I deliver, become a loyal subscriber. And I want to talk about my sponsor today, No Idol Apparel. I want to show you guys a clip of what they're about. So like I said, Andrew Tate was banned from Instagram and Facebook. And Facebook and Instagram now call themselves Meta. And they came out with a statement this afternoon. Let me read you guys the statement word for word. Meta confirmed that Tate had been removed for violating its policies on dangerous individuals and organizations. That section of the company's guidelines makes reference to dehumanizing and hateful speech in their definition of Tier 1 offenses. Now, if you don't know who Andrew Tate is, let me give you a little bit of a background on him. He was a kickboxer. He was a guy that was on Big Brother, aka he's one of the biggest misogynists that we've ever seen. Apparently Andrew Tate only wants 18 or 19-year-olds, and we all know what that means. He don't really want a woman. He wants to control a young, impressionable person because he has money, he has muscles, and he thinks they can control these women. So he's a misogynist. He likes younger women. But the thing that's worse about him is he's a man that abuses and hits women, and that was one of the main reasons he was kicked off Big Brother. The clip released of him hitting his then girlfriend at the time with a belt, and he was saying she enjoyed it, but if you've seen the clip, she was not enjoying it. She was expressing her concern and stop it. It was disgusting. Now Daz Games digs way deeper into all of the allegations of what goes on with Andrew Tate. I will leave that in the description. He does it perfectly. You may need some time to divulge all of it, but yeah, man, Andrew Tate is off of Facebook and off of Instagram. I don't want to talk about exactly where I work, but I work with teenagers, and seeing the transition and seeing how they accept and divulge in Andrew Tate, it's disgusting. Like, they look up to him like there is a father figure. I don't know where men have gone to the point that they don't look to their own father as father figures. Maybe there aren't fathers in their lives. Maybe they don't have men in their lives, or whatever it is. But the fact that these people are looking online, whether it was Kevin Samuels, whether it was Joe Rogan, now it's Andrew Tate, they look up to these men. And to me, as a man that's always followed his own lane, I'm a lone ranger, I've got my own road or own route, it doesn't make sense to me. I never knew someone could be so impressionable on people. So seeing Andrew Tate and what he has said, done, and become, it's scary to me. Now, if you think this is gonna be a video just bashing Andrew Tate and bashing misogyny, you are sadly mistaken. I am going to talk about how we've had the extreme misogyny and we've had the extreme feminism. And I feel like both parts have played into of why we have extreme misogyny and why we have extreme feminism. We have these both sides that only see black or white. It's either this or it's that. It's like either she's a gold digger or she's useless. She brings no value to the table. With the misogyny side, men only bring value with their penis or with money. And they see life as black and white when life is so much of that gray area. A lot of things are on a case-by-case basis. A lot of things you gotta judge by what that's going on, not by, hey, Andrew Tate had a bad experience with a woman, so when I have a bad experience with a woman, it relates to that. Be your own person. Make your own judgment. Make your own moral compass. Stop looking to influencers. Stop looking to social media to form your opinion. Like, it's crazy and baffling to me. It doesn't make sense. And it just makes me fear for the youth, because I'm a millennial, and dating as a millennial has not exactly been easy. I've definitely seen both sides of the spectrum. I've seen women that have been pick-me's. I've seen women that are way too independent and bossy, and I've seen women that are in the middle, and that's where I kind of want to be. It's like, I don't want a completely submissive woman. I want a woman that elevates me or helps me be a better person. So I wouldn't want someone that's 18 or 19 or always agrees with what I say, like what Andrew Tate does, because he doesn't want a partner. He wants somebody that they can control. That's why he was flagged, and that's why the people are taking it away, because it got to the point where these men weren't even seeing women as anything but object. And then we have the extreme feminism where these women don't see these men as anything but objects for money or sex. And what happened to getting to know people? Like, what happened with actually appreciating people for who they are and not just for their body or what they bring to the table? Where did the romance go? Where did love go? And I'm just like, I fear for the youth, because this is what is impressioning them. This is what's on TikTok. This is what's on the world. The youth is on TikTok. Whether we want to agree to it or not, whether you're on TikTok or not, that's where the youth is on. And you could be in your own bubble and act like TikTok's not important, but it's very important. And they see all these people saying men ain't shit, women ain't shit. What do you think they're gonna do when in their own life we see these young men that aren't able to pull or talk to women, and we see these young women that aren't able to pull or talk to men? So we have a whole generation of people that are hating the opposite gender from both sides. They only use them for whether monetary gains or for sex. It's horrible, it's disgusting. And yes, Andrew Tate has been banned, but if extreme feminists do the same thing that Andrew Tate has done, they should be banned as well, just like he is. I feel like at this point, social media as a platform needs to kind of stand up to this. When you are promoting so much hate that people are sending death threats, or when you are so far to the left or so far to the right, it's impossible to see the other side, because you are too lost in the sauce of the other side to be able to understand their perspective. And I feel like as a culture, we will never grow or learn from each other till we actually put ourselves in the other side's shoes, see their perspective, and be able to grow from that. When you only see life from your own lens, how are you really gonna grow from that? Just answer me that, please. Because these extreme misogynists and extreme feminists only see it from their perspective. They refuse to acknowledge the pain from the other side. They refuse to acknowledge the constructive criticism that comes their way. And it's disgusting, it's toxic, and that's what we need to address, and that's what we need to nip in the bud. Those are the main things I wanted to talk about with this video. I wanted to talk about Andrew Tate. I wanted to give his background, why he was banned, why extreme misogyny and feminism is bad for America and its culture, and why I fear for the next generation. But as you know, with Chris K's, I'm going to give you guys hip-hop updates when they're there, and I'm also going to give you guys pop culture updates when they're there. That's why make sure to subscribe. You turn the notification bell for all my videos so you can like and participate in the comment section. This is Chris Cadence. I'm out. This motherfucker.